A new season of Tournament of Champions has been officially confirmed. It premieres on March 2nd, 2020. What year is it? 2025. Dang. So, and they're switching up the bracket this year. So this is what's happening so far. I'll make another video as soon as I get the actual brackets. I can do the mashups, the seeds. But here's what's happening. So season 6, every season from season 1 to 5, they've always upped the ante. But this year, there's going to be a mix of 24 new, TOC OGs, right? So the OG gangsters from TOC, and some underdogs. You might be like, okay, but what's so special about it? None of the 4 champs, so Brooke Williamson, Manit Chauhan, Mei Lin, or Tiffany Faison, are competing. They'll be taking on new rules, which I'll make a video of this next month, but the champs are actually going to be some of the judges, and then I guess Tiffany, the season 3 winner, is going to be one of the correspondents. So, when it's the blind tasting time, and the judges and those correspondents are going to tell the judges, not who made what, but, what they made, without the judges knowing who cooked. So, no matter what happens, there's going to be a new champion this year. No repeat champs. So on February 16th and the 23rd at 7 p.m. my time, Central Time, there's going to be these little qualifiers, which they did something similar last year. They had these 4 little spots to battle one of the champs. This year they have there's 24 chefs right now. Again, I'll show you all those next month when they release the final bracket. After the qualifiers, there's going to be 8 new chefs to go against those. And the matchups are going to be supposedly picked at random, I think. So, this season, if you've seen enough upsets the last few years, I can really see some big upsets this year. The randomizer is going to be more stacked than ever. We're still going to do wild cards and stuff. The 6th season, the randomizer has upped the ante. We're talking more extreme matchups, more extreme proteins. The judges are more elite than ever. Everything is bigger on TOC 6. But enough of what's happening. What do I want to see? What does Jacob want to see? And some other viewers might agree with me. So TOC basically, as I've explained quite a few other times, but for those that are new or don't know what the show is, Tournament of Champions is this bracket style. Think of sports kind of meets cooking is the best way I can describe it. 32 of the world's best chefs compete in a single one-and-done elimination, sudden death matches. There's an East versus a West bracket. And they rank you based on your experience, your accolades, your awards, your competition wins and losses, and your competition overall experience, especially in the TOC arena. But what I would want to see is maybe to switch up the bracket. I don't mind it being East versus West, but I find lately it's some of the same chefs battling each other. Say for example, it's always Brooke Williamson battling Michael Voltaggio, or Jet Tila battling Mei Lin, or Carlos Anthony battling Jet Tila. So I feel if we can have the more random matchups, sure, it's always nice to see an upset oh, hey, I lost to this person, but for it to be the same upset every year, the same result, it's just gotten a little bit boring. So, if we can maybe switch up the matchups, that might be a little bit better. Like, maybe if they had, like, I know they're having qualifying rounds, but, like, maybe that could be, like, a new randomizer section. So, like, in the first round where the wild card is, everyone goes to the randomizer and it, like, picks their opponent and, like, their seed number. So that way even Guy doesn't know what the matchups are. What would y'all think about that? I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know how that would work in theory. Because how would they make the bracket then? The cash prize is still the same as last year, $150,000. So the new champ, whoever that may be, is going to walk out of here with the championship belt, the title of TOC 6 champ, and then something else. Yeah, so the championship belt, $150,000. And there's going to be a new champ this year, which I think is nice. Because it was nice seeing Manit win last year, but if you've seen the finale last year, Antonia Lafaso, she was like 1 point. I think, from what I understand, it was like a few little points on randomizer usage that dinged her. Because they both tied on taste and presentation, Manit and Antonia, if y'all remember that finale. And Antonia, I tell you, has been cooking better than she ever has on any season. Not just that, but like on any show I've seen of her. I want to be on that level. Another thing I would like to see is maybe some new judges. Sure, it's always nice to see the OGs like Nancy Silverton, Scott Conant, Ming Tsai. But I feel like they're more old school. They don't understand, like, a modern day style a lot of chefs have. And they're kind of biased on, like, what they know, what they like. So to get some, like, new blood into the judging panel, like, some more, like, people who understand, like, the modernized style. Like, the more bold, flavored cooking. So I guess, yeah, keep Ming, because he understands that, Ming Tsai. It would be nice to see Rocco back, Rocco Despirito. I feel like he's always been a pretty good judge. Although he's a good competitor, too, if you've seen him on Guys Grocery Games, Wild Card Kitchen, which I just watched the other night. He killed it. Another thing is, like, maybe some things to do for randomizer. As you know, it's like proteins, produce, equipment, styles, times. Maybe if you get rid of the equipment, like, for first rounds and then do, like, a really wacky, like, ingredient, like say, chicken breast, red onions, marshmallow jam, spicy, and for a wild card, they do, like, a twist. Like, you cannot use any spice or any salt to enhance the ingredient. What do you think? Just so it's kind of like wacky. Like, oh, chicken breast, red onions. Those are easy, right? Then cinnamon rolls. Or duck livers. But I don't know. I don't really think there's a lot I want changed. It would be nice to see some new bracket format so we can see newer matchups, so it's not just East and West. Or rematches a lot. Maybe some more modernized judges. And what I would also like to see before I end us off here is, like, I love that it's a blind tasting, right? Because it really evens the playing field. The judges don't really know who cooked what. But whenever competitors win or whenever competitors lose, they're like, oh yeah, the scores are really close, 82 to 89, or 90-95. But why did they get that score? Why did they lose? Sure, sometimes it may be predictable, but what the judges say, you don't really know what they're thinking in their mind. So, really to get, like, expertise from the judges on why they chose that dish or why that dish fell short. So, kind of like a judge's correspondent I would like to see. If y'all saw my post earlier, like my little community post, they're supposed to be having like a judge's correspondent, but I'm not really sure if that's what that's going to entail. I hope it is. So yeah, no champs competing. Going to be a new champion this year. A mix of new / returning chefs. TOC 6 is going to be bigger and better than ever. Stay tuned. March 2nd, 7 p.m. Central Time. Peace. Or if you want to watch the qualifiers, those are February 16th and February 23rd at 7 p.m. Central Time. And then the bracket reveal, February 23rd, 9 p.m. Central Time. That's all for today. Peace out. Hook 'em horn.